Let's go for more now on Australia's recognition of the non-existent state of Palestine. I want to go to Alex Ryvchin from the Executive Council of Australian Jewry. Thanks for joining us again, Alex. First up, just your response. You knew this was coming. We all knew this was coming. But to hear it proclaimed and see the Prime Minister in New York announcing this, what's your reaction?
Yeah, look, Chris, we knew this was on the cards for a long, long time. It's been Labor Party policy since 2001. A month ago, the Prime Minister announced that this would be happening this week. So there's no shock, but it hasn't lessened the blow. The community feels incredibly let down. Fundamentally, this is really, really poor policy. It plays into the hands of Hamas. They've already rejoiced in this announcement. They view it as a step towards the ultimate annihilation of Israel and its replacement with a holy Arab state. But ultimately now it's for the Australian government to demonstrate why they've done this, how this serves the national interest, how it advances the cause for peace, because they've never made that case. All we've seen since is a fraying of relations with our most important ally, the United States, that is really angered by this move. We've seen growing distance with Israel, which is a key strategic and intelligence-sharing ally. We've seen local activists rejoicing, and I think they'll double down in their extreme activism, which is disrupting social cohesion in this country. What benefit will flow from this, it's impossible to see, but the government needs to make the case.
With these latest executions in Gaza, we've seen exactly the nature of the Hamas Islamist extremists. Yet Anthony Albanese says, of course, Hamas can have no role in the future of Palestine. Yet he gives us no idea of how to get rid of them. He wants a ceasefire which would leave them in place in Gaza. Sure, the onus is on Australia, the UK, Canada, other countries supposedly recognising a state to explain how on earth they'll first get rid of Hamas and secondly ensure that they don't emerge as the power brokers again.
It just shows how detached from reality they are on this issue. I mean, they can proclaim all they want that Hamas will play no future role in the governance of the Palestinian territories, but Hamas doesn't believe that. Hamas believes that this is a huge gift, a vindication of their tactics of ultra-violence and terrorism, which has led to these political outcomes they've been craving. It's centralised the Palestinian cause on the world stage. It's led to Israel's increasing isolation, exactly what they anticipated and exactly what they wanted. And we can say that they can't play a part and that, you know, they're now going to be excluded from any political process. They don't listen to reason. They use brute force. And what happens in the Palestinian territories is you have competing terrorist organisations and factions, and the most violent and brutal one prevails. That's how Hamas held sway in Gaza, and if they were allowed to, they'd hold sway in the West Bank as well. So it's really deluded policy to say that they're excluded when in fact they're ascendant. They've just received a huge shot in the arm, and October 7 will forevermore be their Independence Day.
The timing of this is terrible on so many fronts, but of course we're very near. We're just days away from the 2-year anniversary of the October the 7th atrocity, so this could hardly be rubbing the salt into the wounds of Israelis more strongly. Also, of course, today it's Jewish New Year, a very important festival for Jewish people. So Shana Tova to you, Alex, but I've received some messages from Jewish friends looking forward to the year ahead, and they want in this next year what they've wanted for the last 2 years, that is peace in Israel and Gaza and the hostages back. Did you ever think that we would be going into a third year of this horrible hostage crisis?
No, I didn't. And look, it shows the futility and the limitation of the international community. I mean, the Australian government thinks that it can impose peace in a two-state solution. They can't even get the hostages back. They've been living in the most treacherous, diabolical state for approaching 2 years now, and the international community is either unwilling or utterly unable to do anything about it. And they think they're somehow going to end an 80-year conflict and broker peace between the sides. But the fact that we're approaching 2 years and the fact that, as you say, and thank you for the greeting on our Rosh Hashanah holiday, it gives us a sense of perspective. It shows us that throughout 3,000 years of connection with that land, we've faced all manner of enemy, people who have denied our connection to Jerusalem and to the land. We've outlived and outseen them all, and we know that ultimately we'll prevail in this too, regardless of the proclamations of Western governments.
Thanks for joining us again, Alex. Appreciate your time. Alex Ryvchin there from the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, and Shana Tova to any of our Jewish friends watching tonight.